The Honourable Member for Mazabuka Central.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to thank the committee for bringing this motion. It could not have come at a better time than this, when our country has everything fertile in as far as we live today for a society to degenerate into this same issue of genocide. Because genocide has a breeding ground. It doesn't just happen like that. It does have a breeding ground, and the breeding ground is discrimination. There is a reason why, as far back as then, they decided to bring out this particular convention and also plug in spanners in the works to say that whether you ratify or you don't ratify, whether you domesticate or you do not domesticate, you are bound by that if that act of genocide does happen in your home country. We have learned sufficient lessons from Rwanda, where that genocide happened. And the Seconda actually indicated how grave it is for those who have experienced genocide. Racial discrimination, tribal discrimination, religious discrimination, creed, those are the ingredients, Madam Speaker, of genocide. And when the wheels of society start plucking out, as the case is in most African countries, you will be sure that there will be somebody not far from you who is going to answer to these heinous crimes of genocide. It starts like a joke. Discriminate you based on how big your ears are, discriminate you on how loud you speak about critical things that government does, and when government decides to be the culprit number one to promote genocide, it's difficult, madam, to reverse. Once a society breaks down to a point where it cascades, I hope you follow what I mean. Like, you know, the Victoria Falls water, when it drops down that cliff, that's called cascading. You can't lift it up. No science can bring that up. We have seen it here in this country, madam, where, as I'm talking to you now, 2 days ago, PF cadres went into Soweto Market, removing anybody who they believe speaks Lozi, anybody who speaks Tonga, here, not far from where I'm speaking. And that's a fact. Don't argue with me. This is how genocides begin. When the operating democratic space starts to shrink, people then react. When they react and you use the heavy-handedness of the law, the arms of the law that exist, which is meant to protect people, to further subdue them, people decide to say, chive, chive. What chive, chive means is let it be, which means only those who will be mourning when I'm gone are going to be the ones suffering. There is a reason why you are being urged as government to ratify this quickly, because that is one of the things that defines best practices. 10 years since the convention was signed. 10 years down the line, you can't bring it here for ratification. Ratification is a 5-minute job, Madam Speaker. One begs to ask a question. What is holding you back? Is it because of the issues that come with it? The issues of human rights abuses? The issue of heavy-handedness? The issue of using institutions of government to suppress people? Suppressed and oppressed people can only be suppressed for as long as the clock is ticking. There comes a time when the clock stops. Then you know that there's trouble in the neighborhood. This matter for me is very close to my heart, Madam Speaker. I'm urging Her Honor the Vice President to bring that instrument here as quickly as yesterday so that we can ratify it. When it is ratified, everyone will be reminded that it's important to respect your neighbor and go back to the old doctrine as love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Because you cannot do harm to somebody who you love. Societies have degenerated as a result of this procrastination of signing simple documents that are so well-meaning to society, as PF has been procrastinating. Bring it on. We need to get even with the best practice of the world. Madam Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. Time is not enough, but they have to do what has to be done. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Milenge.